Welcome back to another chapter of George Orwell's 1984. We're on part 2, chapter 4. And we've been going through the beginnings of a love story. As I said, a dystopian love story. But it's still nonetheless a love story. And Orwell's very discreet about the sexuality, unlike the last major film, which came out, I believe, in 1984. Starred John Hurt and Richard Burton. Burton's last movie, actually. And it went out with a very beautiful performance, playing O'Brien, the man that Winston assumes is really on his side, but we'll find out later if he's right about that. No giveaways here. I was discussing this book the other day, and I said, I think Winston decides to cross the line and defy Big Brother in the state because he longs for privacy. And I think that's the key to this book. Everybody always repeats the phrase, Big Brother is watching you. I'm not even sure if that appears as such in the book, but you get that impression from the book that Big Brother is always watching you from posters on the telescreen, in the theater when he's on the screen there, and when they're watching the hate films, and you never have a moment of privacy except when you're to turn the lights off and you're in bed and you're thinking. There's very little privacy in this book. And I think that's what he misses. And that's really, I think it's interesting, is that it's one of the chief grievances of the age we live in today, is that there's very little privacy. We are hooked into so much that is prone to being observed, or where the authorities, the government, can surreptitiously observe us, or big tech can surreptitiously observe us, or corporations can quietly watch what we're doing. We've lost our privacy, and surveillance cameras everywhere. And we say, if you're not up to anything wrong, why would it bother you? Well, it bothers me because there's a great line in The Maltese Falcon where Sam Spade says, everybody's got something to hide. And everybody does. And secondly, it's nobody's business what I do with every waking hour. There is such a thing as privacy, but we're rapidly losing it. And I think that's one of the crucial points of 1984. That's where Winston longs for privacy. Privacy to be himself. Anyway, I'm going to get on to the book. Sorry I missed it yesterday, but we're back. Here we are. George Orwell's 1984, Part 2, Chapter 4. Let's begin. Hi, this is David Krayden from Krayden's Right and Stand on Guard. Join the resistance. Resolve to resist. Become a member of this station. I've been practicing journalism in one form or another for over 30 years. I've worked in print, radio, and television for a lot of prestigious publications and media outlets. I was an Armed Forces Public Affairs officer. I worked on Parliament Hill. I know how Ottawa works, and I know how corrupt federal government can be. But you can play a part in opposing Justin Trudeau's government and Justin Trudeau's plans for Canada. You can become a part of the KRAYDEN'S Right resistance. Now, I urge you today, please support this station in any way you can. Ring that bell, subscribe, because that ensures you're at least going to continue to be able to watch these episodes. You'll beat the algorithm. But more importantly, I need your financial support. I hate to ask, but that's what I'm doing. I made a decision to pursue independent media because I believed it was the best possible route for me to take as a journalist and as a concerned citizen of Canada. So you can become a part of that. And at only $5, you can become a part of that on YouTube, on Substack, and with Buy Me a Coffee, a one-time donation. but I need your support. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. If you've already done that, if you're already supporting the station, thank you. But if you haven't, make that decision today. So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need political change, but we also need to resolve to resist.